You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion.
Hello, champion. You are welcome to another interesting class. Today, we are going to learn about Africa's climate, vegetation, and landforms. Africa's climate, vegetation, and landforms. So we are going to start with the vegetation, and the first we'll talk about under the vegetation is desert. Desert. Now, what is a desert? A desert is a hot and dry area. A desert is a hot and dry area. Plants and animals can hardly survive there because there is no water and it is very sandy. That means that it is full of sand. The biggest and hottest desert in the whole world is the Sahara Desert. The biggest and the hottest desert in the whole world is the Sahara Desert, and it is located in Africa. Other deserts in Africa are the Kalahari Desert and the Namib Desert. Now let's go over to the other vegetation. The second vegetation we'll talk about in Africa is the rainforest. A rainforest is a place that has a lot of rainfall. A rainforest is a place that has a lot of rainfall. And because of the good amount of rainfall in the rainforest, there are many big trees in the rainforest. There are many big trees in the rainforest. And as you know, plants need water to grow. And because there is a good amount of rainfall in the rainforest is a place that is good for farming. The rainforest is good for planting different crops. So the rainforest is good for farming. Now let's go over to another type of vegetation, which is the savanna. The savanna. The savanna is a place that has a moderate amount of rainfall. It has that when we say moderate amount of rainfall, we mean that the rainfall is not too much and it is not too little. It is average. Okay, so the savanna has average amount of rainfall. It is good for cattle grazing. The savanna is good for cattle to graze, and as a matter of fact, it is the best place for cattle to graze on. So it is good for cattle grazing and it is also good for farming. Now let's go over to the mountain regions in Africa. Africa is blessed with different mountains, okay, but the tallest, or should I say the highest, sorry, not the tallest, the highest mountain in Africa is Mount Kilimanjaro. The highest mountain in Africa is Mount Kilimanjaro. Another very important mountain in Africa is the Atlas Mountain, okay? So that's that for the first landform that we are going to talk about. Now the second landform in Africa is the plateau. The plateau. A plateau is a land area that is above the sea level. A plateau is a land area that rises a little above the sea level, okay? Now the third type of landform we'll talk about is a plain. What is a plain? A plain is a flat area of land. A plain is a flat area of land. That is what a plain is. Okay, so that brings us to the rivers and that brings us to the rivers in Africa. The rivers in Africa. Africa has a lot of rivers. Africa has a lot of rivers, but the longest river in the whole world, the longest river in the whole world is the River Nile. The longest river in the whole world is the River Nile, and it is found in Africa. Okay, so you can see Africa has, like I said before, many important rivers, and it also has the longest river in the whole world, and the name of that river is River Nile, okay, which is in Africa. Okay, other important rivers in Africa are the Zambezi, River Limpopo, River Orange, and the River Congo or Congo River. And let's go over to the animal life. Africa is blessed with lots and lots of animals. There are over 1,590 different kinds of animals in Africa. So that's a whole lot. 1,590 different animals in Africa. That's a whole lot of numbers. Okay. So with that, we have come to the end of the class. I hope you learned a thing or two. Okay, like the longest river in the whole world, River Nile, which is in Africa, and the biggest and hottest desert in the whole world, the Sahara Desert, which is also in Africa. I guess it has been an interesting class. Thank you for being a part of today's class. I hope to catch you in the next class. Bye bye.